MLB The Show has Saturday Night Baseball from Kauffman Stadium in Kansas City, Missouri. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game weekend series between the Philadelphia Phillies and the Kansas City Royals. Royals baseball starts right now. Heath Fillmyer will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, man, we're getting a look at a guy lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn things around in this one here today.
Gene Segura standing in, and we are set for baseball here this evening. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Takes this the other way to right. But this will not elude the right fielder's grasp as he ranges over to handle it for the first down. With that, here's the starting lineup for the visiting Philadelphia Phillies. Danny, who stands out to you?
Well, Matt, I appreciate the way Bryce Harper plays the game. If you want to see a confident hitter, look at this guy. There's just a swagger to him. I'll tell you, I'd have swagger, too, if I was leading the NL in average, home runs, and RBIs. Basically, he's the best player in the league, and he carries himself like it, too.
At the plate, Cesar Hernandez. It was a 2-hit effort for him, including a home run in last night's game. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup. Dan Dero, we take a look at the Royals as they enter play here tonight. They do come in off a victory last time out, but they've really hit the skids here recently. Losers of 8 of their last 10 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, the first game of any series is super important. You have a chance to set the tone, whether it's 3-game set or a 4-game set. You take the first one, you put.
And that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a 1-out hit.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Standing in, Bryce Harper. He's set, and the pitch. Ran one in there as this is hit on the ground towards second. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And the throw will be too late as he can't recover in time.
And this was set up perfectly for him to start the double play. He's in ideal position. And then I think he got a little bit ahead of himself. You know that old saying, be quick but don't hurry? Well, I think that was demonstrated right here.
And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. Played on the backhand. The throw pulls him off the bag.
And that play is indicative of how their entire season has gone so far. They make the routine plays difficult, and if there's a tough play, they really struggle with it. They need to tighten up their fundamentals so they can get back on track.
Now at the plate, JT Realmuto comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit the other way out toward right field. Bonifacio is there, and that should be deep enough to score the run. And the run will score as the Phillies are off to a 1-0 lead.
That's a spot right there as a pitcher where you'll trade an out for a run anytime. Bases loaded, and only 1 run scores on the sacrifice fly.
Up next will be Nick Williams. He's assuming the role of DH in this interleague matchup.
Yeah, Matt, that's one of the funny things about National League teams playing in AL ballparks. All of a sudden, the lineup kind of changes dramatically. But the cool thing is it gets more guys a chance to get some at-bats or time in the field.
First delivery to him on the way. This ball will be chopped foul. Ready with the 0-1. A swing and a shot hit down the corner, and that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Oh, and 2. Here it is. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
Okay, so now is where I think you pull the string. Throw the El Cambio up there. Hasn't seen it yet, and I think he's set up for
Sixers
it right
fought hard
here.
in Game 7 Sunday. Can't wait.
Runners at the corners, 2 men out. Hit hard back up the middle. And that'll get through into center field for a base hit. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third. It's a 2-0 ball game.
You know what I like right there, Dan, is the batter's approach. Not trying to do too much, just taking it right back up the chute again, staying within himself, and just knowing
Is
that
your mic
anything
not
to the
on?
outfield gets him an RBI.
Now, that's a good piece of hitting. That's a great point, D-Roy. I think a lot of times hitters go up there trying to do a little bit too much. Sometimes you just have to go ahead and hit the ball where it's pitched, and a good job and a run batted in.
Here comes the first pitch. Swing and a ball hit toward the shortstop, Mondesi. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And a great job to stick with it as he's able to make the play for the third out. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, 2 errors in the inning, and 2 men left stranded. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. Phillies on top, 2-0. Jared Eichhoff, the right-hander out of Indiana, will be doing the pitching in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
One of the things that jumps out if you look at that stat sheet, a very high whip coming into this start. One of the things he's going to have to do a much better job, keep traffic off the bases, keep the walks down, try to limit the amount of hits. He's had a rough go of that so far this year.
Welcome.
Let's see if he can turn it around in this one.
Standing in, Billy Hamilton. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
To the stream.
First offering on its way. And he gets ahead 0-1. These Phillies, as they enter play here tonight, fellas, they come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, guys, after the first 4 games on this road trip, they find themselves 2-2, kind of par for the course. But they got to find a way to play a little bit better today, kind of turn the tide and get it working in a positive
Thanks, do
direction.
you not chat really anymore? Last few times I've been on, mic has been off.
The
Sixers
windup
must
and
win
the
Game
0-1.
7.
Now a shot toward the gap in left center. Speeding for second goes Hamilton. And big trouble as this gets to the wall now. And he will make it up to third base, as that is a gift there off of what was a terrible throw.
The shortstop, Adalberto Mondesi.
At the plate, Adalberto Mondesi, and he is proving to be something of a non-threat with
What
the
is
bat
up?
in his hands this year. The average
NBA
isn't
big
pretty.
win by Sixers. I
And
hope
that
we
misses
win
for ball
Game 7.
1.
Gonna
And
be
set up
exciting.
behind the dish is Gary Simmons, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
You know, D-Row, Gary Simmons, he's one of those umpires. He'll give you one thing or the other. At times, his zone can be a little wide, and then he's a little more strict north and south. But he's a pretty consistent umpire.
The key, Dan, is be consistent. You want to give him the inside half, I'm okay with that. But then you can't give him away.
I definitely hope they
You're going to
win
stay
it.
east-west. You better
the other
pick
night.
one side.
I'm watching the.
Merrifield waits on deck.
I'm watching the Warriors and Rockets as well. I've been enjoying
Here
that
it is,
series.
the 3-0. And
Warriors
it's in
and
there
Rockets.
for strike 1.
I hope the
Yeah, that
Rockets
3-0
win.
pitch might have been
And please
important.
no
Regroup,
blowouts.
get his mechanics back
Oh,
under him,
definitely.
and drive something down through the strike zone.
You know what,
Wouldn't throw the
man?
exact same pitch
You know
right
what?
here.
If a team
Might want to
loses,
cheat
as long
towards
as
one
they
of the
give it
corners.
their best.
Hit on the ground down the first
You know what I mean?
baseline.
I just wanted to be competitive.
Except if we blow them out, that is.
Turns
Yeah.
on, but it's wide at first and foul.
There's more things to be
Payoff
competitive.
pitch one more time. A line shot to third base.
You know, as long as things are competitive, that's all that matters. You know, the Sixers did good, man.
And with that, here's a look at the hometown Royals starting lineup card. Mark, what do you have on this group in front of the home crowd tonight?
Well, Matt, this lineup finds themselves down 2 runs. Nothing crazy. Everyone relax. Stay within the game plan. Find a way to execute and get 1 run on the board and get back in
The Sixers
this.
are going to have to play harder than they ever played. Tomorrow at 7 o'clock will determine.
Digging in now for Kansas City, Whit Merrifield.
The Milwaukee Bucks have
Jimmy Butler has been impressive as the MVP of the playoffs so
Pitch coming, here
far.
it is. A swing and a ground ball to third. Franco is up with it, and he will get in there with their first run. It's a 2-1 game now.
I knew he would get it. I knew he was going to get it. Dang. I should have went for first
Stepping
base.
into the box, Salvador Perez, and he really thrives in the batter's box here at home. Something to keep an eye on in this one.
Well, I should have went for first base.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Shoots this one over to first. And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Boy, that's one of the, I guess, the advantages of hitting with that hole between first and second base, D-Row. First baseman has to hold that runner on. That leaves that right side wide open.
Yeah, and credit the batter right there. Nice piece
What
of
do you
hit
think
right
of
there.
Jimmy
Not trying to
Butler
do
play?
too
He
much.
has
He
been
took a
really
look at the
good.
defense and saw where it was aligned and tried to beat him.
So striding forward now, Ryan O'Hearn, and he's looking to turn things around. Ice cold at the plate in recent action. Here's the first pitch to him. Yanked hard, but foul to the right.
Oh, you said Jimmy Butler. I don't know. I hope the Sixers keep Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler's a good player. I just
Here's
don't know
the
what's going to
0-1
happen
pitch.
with
A swinging
Joel
strike,
Embiid.
and now it's 0-2.
I don't know, man, what the future is for Joel Embiid. And they're talking about his knees and stuff. You know, that, he gets a lot of
here it
injuries in the
comes.
season.
Line drive to left. And that's in
But we
there.
have
Base
to
hit.
stop Kawhi Leonard has been unstoppable it seems.
And they will hold that runner over at third as he'll
Jimmy
move up
Butler's
only
been really
90
alive in
feet,
the
but the
playoffs.
bases are loaded with
good.
one away.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on second had to respect it and freeze a little bit.
They had to freeze there for a second to make sure that line drive gets down, but eventually does get to third base.
Next batter to the plate, Brian Goodwin. He's got an opportunity here in a bases loaded situation and seems like the right man for the job.
I'd say so. He's the team leader in RBIs. Time for the right man in the right spot.
He's set. Here it comes. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1.
Obviously a huge situation in the game here, but at the plate he's got to keep it simple. He can't try to do too much just because the bases are juiced. At the very least, just find a way to get that
I
tying run
wish I
home
knew
from
how to
third.
play baseball. They make more money than anybody.
Oh yeah, baseball. You know what? Yeah, I was into it, man. I played a lot of the different sports in high school.
Line towards center field. That's in there. Base hit. And they come back to tie it up as it's now a 2-2 ball game.
Hey, this pitcher better make an adjustment. That's a lot of loud
They play 100
bullets in the first inning to open up this game.
Baseball is the longest season. I think baseball should be the longest season out of every sport. You're talking about 162. They play a lot of games. They get some breaks, but
And
they play a
that'll bring
lot
up
of games.
Jorge Bonifacio as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike.
Play a lot of games.
Out in front there, as
Ricky
this one's
Minicum
pulled
was
off to
today
the
for
left
Eagles.
side.
Did you see the press
Bonifacio,
conferences
a
by the Rickies?
25-year-old. He's in his third season as a major league player. Stays alive, still 0-2. Perez, the runner at third. O'Hearn on second. Goodwin is over at first with one away. On the ground is short. This could be 2. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
Really good job of putting the ball in play right there. Even though it wasn't a base hit, it does bring the go-ahead run for his team.
In now, Chesler Cuthbert. And a great chance here for Kansas City to add on in just the first inning. First delivery to him on the way. Called a strike on the outer half, 0-1. 3 runs already home here. Hit hard on the ground to second. Hernandez right there. Throw to first in time, and the big inning is avoided as the side is retired. So they pick up 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left. Second inning upcoming here in KC. The Royals are on top, 3-2. Stepping in, Michael Franco, looking for better results than last night when he went 0 for 4 in that one.
Michael Franco.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1. Fastball called for strike 2.
Let's see if he continues to climb that ladder, or does he try and get him fishing on something bouncing in dirt.
To short, hit hard. Mondesi brings it in. Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the second.
Hey guys, take a look at how Kansas City sets up on D. And guys, taking a look at this defense is going to have to be stout today. Starting pitcher with an ERA north of 5 usually spells some barrels being found by the opposition. So these guys better be on their toes in this one.
So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And that'll bring up the former National League MVP, Andrew McCutchen. First pitch on its way. Softly hit here to the left side. And plenty of time over there at third to get a glove up, and there are 2 down.
Now batting, shortstop.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring in the middle infielder, Gene Segura. Here comes the first pitch. Down the third baseline. Cuthbert fields it cleanly. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Nothing doing here this half. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. Royals out in front, 3-2. Here's the left fielder, Alex Gordon. Took an 0 for 4 in the victory last night.
Fielder, Alex Gordon.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And it's fouled away. The windup and the 0-1. Just manages to foul that fastball off to the left, and he's in a hole now, down 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Time to take a look at the Philly D. And guys, the thing I want you to take a look at today is in today's game, the new age, everyone wants to move around. This manager does not like to shift a lot. Maybe a step to your right or left, but there's a lot of trust that the pitchers are going to execute. So let's see how it works out for them in this one.
Back to the top of the order now, and in to hit next, the speedy presence of Billy Hamilton. First pitch of the at-bat. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. 1 out, nobody on. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
If this doesn't boost your confidence on the mound, I'm not sure what does. That's 6 pitches and 2 strikeouts in the inning, and that was a really nice fastball for the punch out on that one.
In now, Adalberto Mondesi, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at bat. In there, and it's even at 1. One and two, the count of the Royals shortstop.
Hey, I don't know what happened in between innings, but he went down that tunnel with a few of his teammates and some coaches and found a way to regroup, because he's been really good this second inning. After going out in the first, I thought it was going to be a super short outing.
Line drive to center field, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Next for the Royals, the second baseman.
So it's a runner at first with 2 gone, and that'll bring up the second baseman, Whit Merrifield. First pitch coming, here it is. In there, now the throw. It's wide, and he's in there with the stolen base.
That's a great call from the dugout to put the runner in motion that time. With 2 outs and a good hitter at the plate, it's a pretty low-risk play. If he's out, you still got the same good hitter leading off the next inning. But if he's safe, he's in scoring position and a lot easier to drive in.
Takes this the other way to right, and that's in there. Base hit. Mondesi blows through the stop sign, headed for home. He will score as they push the lead to 4-2. And he'll get there without a play. It's a stand-up triple. That triple just seems to be par for the course for him of late.
Yeah, Matty, he's seeing the ball extremely well. There's no doubt about that. You can see here that the body is calm. He keeps his hand back, and he just explodes through the baseball, winding up at third with another RBI under his belt.
Here's the catcher, Salvador Perez, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. 1 for 1 after a single this first time up. Hit on the ground out to short. Segura fields it cleanly. Throw in time, and the side is retired. I have to imagine there's a full moon tonight, judging by this bunch. Back with more on this fine Saturday night following this. Leading off the inning, Cesar Hernandez, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
The right fielder
stepping up now, Bryce Harper, 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far. Here it comes. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Backhanded. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Rhys Hoskins. He comes in 0 for 1 on the day thus far after reaching on an error his first time up. First delivery to him on the way. Here's a ball fought off foul off to the right. It's strike 1. Third inning here, already 4-2 our score. Here's a fly ball, well hit. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Phillies down on just 4 pitches. Still down by a count of 4-2. Coming to the plate now, Ryan O'Hearn.
Leading
A
up
base
for
hit
the
in his
Royals.
first trip.
One of the
The
keys
first
to
baseman,
securing a win, they
number
want to keep the
66.
pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. In there for strike one, 0-1.
Hey, let's not sugarcoat it. He's had a rough couple innings. He's going to have to find a way, whether it be mechanically or mentally, to be able to stay in this game.
Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
Sort of surprising to see a 5-hole hitter take 2 in a row for strikes to start an at bat. Now he's way behind the count, so we'll see if he can battle back.
Swing, and he popped him up. Over in foul territory, back behind third.
Now batting.
Striding in once
hitter,
again, Brian Goodwin.
Brian.
He singled his last time up.
Goodwin.
First pitch coming. Here it is. He had a called strike down in the zone. 0-1. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner.
But this one will bend foul. Had plenty of distance though as it landed in the upper deck.
Bases are empty. One man out. Now a swing, and he gets him to pop it up. Franco in foul ground. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Now with the plate, Jorge Bonifacio. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit down the third baseline. And that's a fair ball as this one gets by him at third.
Hey, Dero, that's just what you want to do.
Now
Keep
batting.
the pressure on. He's given up a couple of runs early already in this game, and now he gives up the 2-out single.
Yeah, no chance right there. You want to make this guy work. You want to try and get into their pen as quick as possible. And if 2-out knocks are the answer, then so be it.
Here now is Cheslor Cuthbert as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. Line drive, fair ball down the line. And this will find the wall deep in the corner. And he's in safely to third, as also on the play a run comes across to score.
Nothing fires me up more than watching an offensive player stay inside of baseball and drive it the other way.
Standing in now, Alex Gordon, and it's belted high and deep into right center. Ranging back is Herrera, but he can't get to this one. It's off the wall. And he is in at third base with an RBI triple.
Looked like the outfielder might have thought that was just going to be a long flyout. I know I did too, but it carries farther than anybody thought, and all the way off the wall. And by the time he realizes it, it's too late, and he's got a clutch RBI triple.
Here's Billy Hamilton standing in. Swinging a soft liner, and this will be put away easily for the out. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. On now to the top of inning number 4. KC leads this one 6-2. Stepping up to the plate, JT Realmuto. He hit a sac fly earlier.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Merrifield has it, and it's a quick out number 1.
Now batting.
Next will be the designated hitter, Nick Williams, looking to follow up the RBI single from his first at-bat. Here comes the first pitch. Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1.
I mean, this is the classic case of ambush tactics at its finest, but this is getting a little ridiculous. I'd like to see some of these guys in the lineup work the count a little bit and find themselves on base and maybe drive this guy's pitch count up.
And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
The center fielder.
Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. This is hit out to right. Does he have another 1, 2, 3 inning? He most certainly does. 10 straight he's retired now as that ends the inning. Phillies down on just 4 pitches. They still trail here at 6-2. Welcome back to Kauffman Stadium in Kansas City. We send it down to Heidi Watley.
Well, Matt, Royals manager Ned Yost talked with me between innings about his lineup's offensive production, and he's really pleased with how they've performed in run-scoring opportunities in this one. They've obviously put a good amount of runs on the board, and part of that has been the 4 hits they've collected with runners in scoring position. On top of that, they haven't left many guys on base, so getting them on and getting them in has indeed been the name of the game for them, guys.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks.
Leading up for the Royals.
At the plate, Adalberto Mondesi. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
The 1-0 is taken, strike 1.
Ball, 1 strike.
Hard hit toward the hole. And safe at first on a bang-bang play as that last lunge was enough to beat the throw. And as I thought might be the case based on how close that play was, they're requesting a chance to review the replay and decide whether or not to challenge the safe call.
Yeah, I wasn't so sure about him being safe either, but here's another shot of it right here. Not easy to tell for sure from that shot. Going to be interesting to see what they want to do with this one.
So here's the signal from the bench, and they will indeed ask for that play to be reviewed. So the umpires will get on the horn with the replay operations center in Manhattan and attempt to get a definitive answer on this play.
All right, so here's one final look at it. Now remember, there has to be indisputable video evidence in order to overturn the call. He was called safe and probably could go either way, but I don't think there's enough right here to change the call.
And we'll get our answer here as the headsets come off, and the runner is safe. So the ruling is confirmed, and they'll lose the ability to challenge for the remainder of the game.
Safe at first base.
With Merrifield next to hit. A ball and no strikes. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Rounded down the third baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. Runners on the move for second. Hit hard down the right field line, but that's a foul ball. Hit down the line at first, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Still a ball and 2 strikes. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Up next for the Royals. The catcher.
1 away for the Royals here in the 4th. And up next, the former World Series hero, Salvador Perez. First delivery to him on the way. No offer at that one. It's a called strike. Here's the 0-1. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. There to take it in is McCutchen now for route number 2. Now digging in once again, Ryan O'Hearn. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Off the inside. Here's a fly ball, well hit. Harper giving chase. He can't make the play as it hops over the wall, and that's a break for the defense as it's going to keep the runner from first from scoring.
Definitely a break right there for the defense with the ground rule double. If that ball stays in play, there's a pretty good chance the runner from first is able to score since he's moving on contact with 2 outs. Instead, he's forced to stay at third, so we'll see if they're able to strand him there.
1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. This is hit the other way out toward left field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Royals strand a pair. They lead it 6-2. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the fifth.
Matt, I had a chance to catch up with manager Gabe Kapler during the commercial break about the Phillies offense. And he told me that they have to find a way to be more patient at the plate. He said his hitters have not been able to lay off the first pitch at all. And while that's not necessarily a bad thing, it is when you're not getting hits out of it. We looked at the numbers, and they've already hit into 9 first pitch outs in this one, guys.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Striding in, Michael Franco. He'll get his side started in the inning, and Dan, so far they've been stifled offensively since the first inning.
Boy, they sure have, Matt. They came out of the gates and got hot right away, but whatever was going for them pretty much has disappeared. We'll see if they can wake it back up.
Here's the first pitch to him. This is line to left, but he'll hardly need to move out there in left as this is hauled in for the first out.
Well, he hit that ball pretty well, but the only problem was that he pulled off it just a bit. The location was a little on the outer half, so he would have hit it even better if he would have stayed through the middle of the field with it.
Here's Andrew McCutchen now. Into center field, line drive base hit.
You think there's any justice in the game? Watch those two at bats. Both of them hit on the absolute screws. One's right at one guy, and then one's a single. Go figure.
So it's back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring in the middle infielder Gene Segura. First pitch of the at-bat. Now a swing and a fly ball. And no one will track it down. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Strike 2, swinging just out in front of the slider. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. McCutchen is on his way home. The relay throw, and they'll get the man at third here at least, but in the interim a run has come in to score.
Oh, you hate to see guys run into outs, especially when it's because of an unnecessary risk. He had 2 all the way, and he clearly should have just been happy with that.
Stepping in now, Cesar Hernandez. As he'll lift it up in the air. This is back behind second. Merrifield is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. Phillies get a couple of hits here, and it leads to 1 on the scoreboard. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Royals 6 and the Phillies 3. So digging in now, Jorge Bonifacio. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Behind 0-2 now. Swing and a liner. Foul. High in the air down the right field line, but this will wind up being a foul ball. Swing and a liner. Foul. Hit to short. There's Segura, and a good throw gets him 1 gone. Ready for another shot now. Chesler Cuthbert, 1 for 2 with a triple so far in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. seared down the first baseline. And a step on first himself for the out.
Now batting, left fielder.
So two are gone now in the Royal fifth. And that'll bring up the veteran left-handed hitting outfielder Alex Gordon. First pitch on its way. Lifted down the line in left. But this will land untouched. Looking at his career totals, Gordon is slugging just a little over 400. Not a huge threat, but he can certainly square one up on occasion. Grounded softly down the line toward first. But this will wind up a foul ball, strike two. Strike three called, and the inning is over. Royals go down 1-2-3. They still lead it 6-3. Digging in, Bryce Harper. He's hitless in his two at-bats so far.
Bryce Harper.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the sixth. So here's the cleanup hitter, Rhys Hoskins. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
The 1-0 home. Took something off there, but this is hit well anyway, out to deep center. Hamilton looking up. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. Rhys Hoskins with a solo shot. Number 11 for him on the season, and they cut the gap here. It's now 6-4.
I can tell you one thing. You might get away with throwing a ball in that location in the minor leagues, but when you get one up like that in the zone right over the plate against these guys, you're going to get exactly what he got, a really bad result.
Into the box, JT Realmuto. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. Realmuto, a 6'1" right-handed swinger and thrower, is looking like a near lock at this point to make the All-Star game this year. He's currently the leading vote getter in the league at catcher.
Yeah, Matty, not surprised this guy is on the top of the All-Star game voting, but you have to take a step back. This is being voted on by the fans, so I can't imagine how he feels to be voted in by his fans to start in the All-Star game right now.
Hey, I appreciate the fact that he's making him throw a few pitches. Most of his teammates have been hacking at everything that comes their way.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Bonifacio giving chase. He makes the play. Really had to hustle to get to that one. Two gone now. Striding forward now is the DH, Nick Williams. A hit in 2 tries so far. First offering on its way. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. But the Phillies draw a bit closer thanks to this solo home run. Bottom of the 6th coming up. It's the Royals 6 and the Phillies 4. So the Royals batting order turns over and set to go. Billy Hamilton. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far.
Billy Hamilton.
First pitch coming. Here it is. This is hit the other way out toward left field. The catch is made out there by McCutchen, and that's the first out. Into the box now, Alberto Mondesi. First delivery to him on the way. Grounded foul toward the coaching box at third. Oh, and 1 count and the pitch. There's strike 2 on a fastball right down the middle.
Might have been taking all the way right there. That pitch couldn't have split the strike zone any better, and you can bet he wants that one back at the plate.
Six runs, 11 hits, 2 errors for Kansas City to this point.
Grounded up the first baseline, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. And this will get all the way to the wall now. And he's not stopping. He wants 3. And he is into third with a triple. His 3rd hit of the night.
The batter, number 50.
And that's his second triple of the season. For some hitters, that's a career. Good swing and great hustle to pick up the 3-bagger.
So a runner stands at third. 1 man is out, and that'll bring up the second baseman, Whit Merrifield. First pitch on its way. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
It's really hard to match up this poor performance when you dive into the numbers. This guy's thrown over 80% of his first pitches for strikes, but he's going to need to have to clean his stuff up a little bit better and get the ball down in the strike zone.
Takes this the other way to right. And despite 0-2, he delivers anyway with a big base hit. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third. And on the play, the runner moves into scoring position now at second. And now it'll be the cleanup spot for the Royals. Salvador Perez. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. From the stretch. And a fastball's in there for strike 1. Fly ball out toward left center field. Oh, and a fine play there as he ranges back to put this one away. Not an easy play by any means, and there are 2 gone. And he's up to third safely now with 2 gone in the inning.
Now that was a nice job to track that one down in the alley because it definitely saved a run from scoring. Instead, he's only able to move up to third.
Digging in, Ryan O'Hearn. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. From the belt, the pitch lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. You cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
High in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. Now a swing and a soft liner, but this is a foul ball.
A lot of times you see guys in the middle of the order get worked away, but not right here. They're keeping it inside on him.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt. But he might spin the win if he starts looking for it in there.
McCutchen is under it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. It's a run on 2 hits here for KC. 7th inning coming up. It's the Royals 7 and the Phillies 4. Back here at Kauffman Stadium here in Kansas City. Royals leading this one as we get set to start the 7th. But before we do so, let's take a look at our game summary to this point. Digging in, Odubel Herrera, and he'll get us started in what's officially the back third of this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning instead of foul ball. The windup and the 0-1. Hold hard, but it's foul down the first base side. Now, oh my, this ball is crushed. Look at it go. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. A solo home run here off the bat of Odubel Herrera. 4th home run for him on the season, and that lead is trimmed to 7-5 here.
Yep, this is why you just can't rely on one pitch. These are the best hitters in the world, and when they know what's coming, they're going to jump all over it just like he did there.
Now here comes Kansas City manager Ned Yost making that slow walk to the mound, and it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. Tired a bit as he reached the 7th, but he's got a shot at the victory if his bullpen can help him out. Brad Boxberger comes on now, and he'll take over with nobody out in inning number 7.
Brad Boxberger. The third baseman, number 7, Michael Franco.
Into the box now, Michael Franco down the third baseline, but a foul ball here. 0-1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Now the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Checked his swing there. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ball 1. The 1-2. Fouled off. 5 runs, 6 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. This one's down to third. Cuthbert has it. On to first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out. So striding in, Andrew McCutchen. Previous matchups with Boxberger, he's gone 3 for 6. From the stretch, here's the pitch. A swing and a ground ball to third. That's through for a base hit, his 2nd of the ball game.
Dan, this guy's on fire. I used to say all the time it's about 150 ABs to 200 ABs where you start figuring out what type of season you're going to have. He's obviously in May, and he's on fire.
D-Road, he's been locked in from day 1 of this season. It's continuing right now. Anything that is around the strike zone, he feels he can get the barrel to it, and he continues to hit line drives.
Ready once again, Gene Segura. He represents the potential tying run if he can launch one or find a way around the bases.
Yeah, Matt, I kind of doubt he's thinking about going yard, even though that would be the best result they could hope for. He's not a long ball threat, and he knows it, so he could just be looking for some way to keep that line moving.
First delivery to him on the way. Takes this the other way to right. In there, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now.
Boy, something you don't see very often. You got a guy that can run at first base. Normally you'll see a hitter try to take a pitch or two, D-Row, to give that guy a chance to steal a bag.
You know, it's funny you say that, Dan, because coming up in those situations, you want to give the guy a chance, but you also realize that that guy wants to give his catcher a chance, so you're probably getting a piece of cheese.
He's set and the pitch. 0-1 the count. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Out in front as this is pulled foul into the seats. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away.
That's a big strikeout there with the tying run over at first base. Now, with 2 outs, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that guy home. Probably need a ball in the gap to give him a chance.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention, please.
So with a left-handed hitter waiting, they'll go to their own left-hander out of the bullpen.
Number 33, Brian Wood.
Bryce Harper will be his first assignment here as he'll face him with runners at first and second and 2 away. Here comes the first pitch. Swing and he pops him up. Mondesi has got it and the side is retired.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Phillies get one in the frame courtesy of this solo home run. Bottom of the 7th inning coming up. Get up and stretch. It's the Royals 7 and the Phillies 5. Striding into the box, Brian Goodwin. He'll start things out against Jared Eichhoff as this inning gets underway.
Brian Goodwin.
The pitch. Tried to check it and it's 0-1. And he misses with it. 1-1.
You know he wants that on the mound, especially if it would have made the count 0-2. Didn't get it, though, so now you have to make another quality pitch on 1-1.
There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner, and it's a foul ball. Pulled toward right center field. Herrera's there. 1 away.
Now batting, the right fielder.
Stepping in, Jorge Bonifacio. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. First delivery to him on the way. And that's in there for strike 1. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. Here it comes on 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Hit out towards second. And boy, just about overshot his man at first, but he's able to keep a foot on the bag over there, and that's out number 2.
The third baseman.
So stepping in, Chesler Cuthbert. He was a ground out victim last time up. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1. 2 out, nobody on. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. Next pitch will be number 100 for him now through 6 2/3. Now a pitch runs in on him here, and all he can do is flare one foul off to the right side. And this is sent on the ground out to Segura at short. And a close play at first, but he's called out and the side is retired. KC down in order. They lead it 7-5. Jake Diekman has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 40, Jake Diekman.
Rhys Hoskins will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here. A solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ballgame to this point. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And, ooh, I'm not sure you can get fooled worse than that. It's 0-1. The pitch. Hit hard up the middle. And into center field, a base hit. So early trouble here to start the 8th inning.
Now batting, the catcher, JT Realmuto.
So a runner at first now with nobody out. And in steps the catcher, JT Realmuto. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. The 0-1 pitch.
That's a ball.
And there's ball 1.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now. Hoskins gets his lead at first. Nobody out. And a check swing here, but the bat clearly breaks the plane as he's set down for the first out.
For me, check swings are right there next to bang bang plays at first as the most difficult calls for an ump to make. Taking a look at show motion, the batter doesn't appear to hold up enough, so I think the call was right.
Standing in now, Nick Williams. Pitch inside the throw, and it's going to be in time as Perez fired a strike to get him that time.
Man, that just seemed like an unnecessary steal attempt there. Down by 2, that run doesn't mean much at all. The tying run is at the plate, at least he was. Let him try to make something happen, or at least keep the line moving.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Pulled toward right center field. After it is Hamilton. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Phillies go down quietly there. They're down 7-5. So next to the plate for the Royals, he'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system, especially now. He's got to bear down. He gets to 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Harper has a read on it. Makes the play. 1 away. Digging in to try it again. Billy Hamilton. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt. The first pitch. Line drive to left. And that falls in for a solid base hit, his second of the night.
Man, I watched Chipper Jones for years, one of the best switch hitters of all time. Work on his craft under the tunnel. It's not easy to put the time in, but bottom line is, one of the reasons why they do it is the ability to work the whole field.
In now, Adalberto Mondesi. That's a strike to throw down. Not in time as he steals second.
Well, this pitcher's out there just trying to get hitters out, and he's having a hard time doing that. So as a base runner, that's a good time to try to steal some bases. He's probably not as focused on controlling the running game as he should be.
Comes set with the 0-1. The swing and a liner to left center field, and that's going to drop in for a base hit. He'll come home with it. Oh, but it's offline, so the run will score.
Hey, D'Lo, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful. Giving them that 3-run cushion has to make you feel good.
Stepping in now, Whit Merrifield, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. Right there, and it's quickly 0-2 now.
Hey, back-to-back, same pitch, same spot. Don't be shocked if he goes right back out there. If I'm a hitter, that's where I'm sitting. Everyone would think he wants to go somewhere else. He might go right exactly to the same spot.
Hoskins over to his right, and he makes the catch for the second out.
Now batting.
So it's a runner at first with 2 men out, and up next the former World Series hero Salvador Perez. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. First pitch fastball in there for a called strike. And he'll look at a fastball just off the black, and it's even at 1. And there he goes towards second. Strike called. Now the throw down. And it skips in as he steals the bag easily.
It was pretty obvious he would likely be on the move with 2 outs, and I'm sure the defense knew it too. But he has lightning speed and was able to take the bag anyways.
Working for the punch out and the offering. This is in the air out to straightaway center. Herrera will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. Royals settle for just the 1. 9th inning coming up. The Royals are on top 8-5. Kevin McCarthy comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th.
61. Kevin.
Now to the plate, Odubel Herrera. It was a solo shot for him in his last at-bat.
They look like they're up against it here, down 3 on the road, trying to come back against the closer.
Hard liner toward short, and this will make its way into center field for a base hit, and the leadoff man's aboard now to open the 9th.
Hey, excellent job right there, leading off the inning with a base hit. We got to keep this line moving. We cannot stop. Nobody can make an out. We have to find a way to put 2 men, maybe 3 men, put some pressure on this defense.
Into the box, Michael Franco. High in the air and deep to left center field. Hamilton going back to the track. And this will get all the way to the wall now. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
And I think that may have been a situation where the runner on first was waiting to see if the ball was going to get down or not. If there were 2 outs, he most likely scores there. Instead, he has to hold at third. Can't really fault him for that, though.
Into the box now, Andrew McCutchen, as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. Herrera on third. Franco is at second with nobody out. Hit on the ground to short. Mondesi scoops it up, and this will be an RBI as the run comes in to score from third.
Well, that's a quality at bat right there. Brings home the run with a ground ball, but also moves the other guy over to third base. Good job of keeping it simple there.
So a big moment in the ball game here. Gene's, although there are a couple of bases open, and we'll see if they think about working around him. He's set. Here it comes. Popped up. Mondesi has a play. Throw on to first to be in time, but meanwhile the lead shrinks to 1 here on the RBI ground ball.
A simple ground ball to the infield, but the run does come home from third, and they cut their deficit to only 1 run.
So next to the plate for the Phillies, Cesar Hernandez. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Here's a check swing and a foul ball. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th. Sinker, 1 ball, 1 strike.
No doubt, some saves come easier than others, and I know this all too well. They're really making wrapping this thing up a difficult task.
On the ground near home. Foul ball, strike 2. And now this crowd announced at around 33,000 come to their feet. A bouncer up the middle. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
And if you're the manager, you've got to love that about your team. They were down to their last strike, but they refused to go down without a fight, so they lived to fight some more.
And now Bryce Harper, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. Oh, and 1 the count to Bryce Harper. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Philly down to their last strike. And he struck him out for out number 3. So that'll wrap things up here as they leave the possible tying run stranded at first.
Well, just an excellent job right here closing this one out. He just collected the first save of his career. Got to start somewhere.
A 1-run finish, an 8-7 game tonight. The Kansas City Royals posted a 3-run first to propel them to the win. Heath Fillmyer with his 4th win this season. Jared Eichhoff was slapped with 8 earned runs as he takes the loss. Kevin McCarthy closes the door for the save, his first of the year. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plezak, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Kansas City Royals, 8 runs on 15 hits. 2 errors, they left 8 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 55 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
Inside the Show with Justin Allegri.
Hello there, baseball fans, and welcome to a Mother's Day edition of Inside the Show. Looking first at the NL East, the Royals smacked 15 team hits as they defeated the visiting Fightin' Phils 8-7. The Mets knocked out 12 hits as a team as they beat the visiting Marlins 10-5. The Atlanta Braves picked up 14 hits in total as they made it a laugher against the Diamondbacks 10-2. The Washington Nationals pounded out 17 hits in this one as they pushed past the Dodgers at Chavez Ravine 10-6. The Brewers combined for a 4-hitter as they bested the Cubbies at Wrigley Field 4-2. John Gant got win number 1 on the year, helping the Cards pass the Buccos 3-2. The Padres got 12 hits in this one as they took care of the Rocks in Colorado 4-1. The Giants hit 3 long balls as they grabbed the win against the visiting Reds 5-1. The Boston Red Sox set 3 balls into the seats as they sank the Mariners 9-0. The Yankees pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they took down the Rays in St. Petersburg 8-1. The win was their 6th in a row. Randall Grichuk grabbed 3 runs driven in as the Bluebirds took down the White Sox 4-3. He is among the American League leaders in home runs. The Baltimore Orioles got 11 hits overall as they defeated the visiting Angels 7-6. The Minnesota Twins pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they defeated the visiting Tigers 2-0. The A's racked up 11 hits as a team as they bested the visiting Indians 3-2. The Astros swatted 4 home runs in this one as they were winners over the visiting Rangers 10-5. So that's the show on this Mother's Day. Have a great day with Mom, and we'll see you back here tomorrow for more news and results from around baseball.